The history of the Gambia is rich and diverse, shaped by a combination of indigenous cultures, European colonization, and the struggle for independence. The area that is now the Gambia has a long history of human habitation dating back to prehistoric times. Various ethnic groups, including the Mandinka, Wolof, Fula, Jola, and Sarahul, inhabited the region way before the Europeans stepped foot in Africa. These groups had their own distinct cultures, languages, and political organizations. The name Gambia is derived from the Mandinka term Cambra or Kamba, meaning Gambia River, or possibly from the sacred Serer Gamba, a special type of calabash beaten when a seer elder dies. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to arrive in the Gambia in the late 15th century, establishing trading posts along the coast. As many as 3 million people may have been taken as slaves from this general region during the 3 centuries that the transatlantic slave trade operated. It is not known how many people were taken as slaves by intertribal wars before the transatlantic slave trade began. Most of those taken were sold by other Africans to Europeans. Some were prisoners of intertribal wars, some were victims sold because of unpaid debts, and many others were simply victims of kidnapping. Though the Portuguese were the first to come to the region, it was the British who ultimately gained control of the region. In the early 19th century, the British established a settlement on St. Mary's Island, which eventually grew into the capital city, Banjul. The Gambia, as it is known today, became a British protectorate in 1894, administered as part of the larger British colony of Senegambia. The British influence brought significant changes to the region, including the introduction of Christianity, modern education, and the development of infrastructure. The Gambia gained independence from British rule on February 18, 1965, becoming a sovereign nation. Dawda Jawara, a prominent Gambian politician, served as the country's first prime minister and later became the first president. The Gambia maintained close ties with Britain and joined the Commonwealth of Nations. Jawara's presidency lasted for over 3 decades, during which the Gambia experienced relative stability and economic development. However, his government faced criticism for alleged corruption and authoritarian practices. In 1994, a military coup led by Yahya Jammeh removed Dawda Jawara from power. Jammeh ruled as an authoritarian leader for more than 2 decades, characterized by human rights abuses, suppression of political opposition, and a decline in democratic institutions. In December 2016, Adama Barrow won the presidential election, defeating Jammeh. However, Jammeh initially refused to step down, leading to a political crisis. With regional and international pressure, Jammeh eventually went into exile, and Barrow assumed office, marking a peaceful democratic transition. Since the democratic transition, the Gambia has been working towards strengthening democratic institutions, promoting human rights, and improving governance. Efforts have been made to address past human rights abuses and seek justice through a Truth, Reconciliation, and Reparations Commission (TRC). The country continues to face challenges such as poverty, unemployment, and environmental issues. The tourism sector, which was affected by political instability, is gradually recovering, attracting visitors to its beautiful beaches and wildlife reserves. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more about the Gambia.